Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It's a decent day, and I've been very busy. I'm getting everything ready to start pulling eggs probably Monday. I'm going to gather up enough eggs so that I can donate a few dozen, sell to my normal people, and then I'm going to start pulling eggs Monday, sorting through them, deciding who's going to be hatched by the egg. And we're going to start our incubators probably Friday or Saturday. So I'll do like so many days so that way I can get doubles from some of the hens that I really want to breed, like cider, like all of the girls in the back. Every single one of those girls in the back hits every single mark, and all of the girls in the back are laying blue and green eggs. The 3 I gave away were my 3 brown egg layers, and one of them, which I know that it was stub, was that speckled egg layer. So anyway, Monday I'll start pulling eggs. So right now I'm getting all my incubators ready. I'm trying to get everybody, they're starting to lay all over the place. They do this every time I go to pull eggs. But I have enough girls that the variety will be fine just by, even if I just bred the girls in the back. But I do want to get some of Cider's eggs, and then I want to do some more of my purebred crosses, like Tut and my Sapphire Gems. I really want to get some more crossed on that. I want to get a few more crossed on Dottie the Barred Rock. I want to get a lot more crossed on Aster, my Australorp. I was watching Pumpkin. She's running around over there. Lily's in season, and she's very loud, and she's very needy, and I've probably been over there 500 times, giving her grapes and snacks, and then real food, and then back to snacks. So I'm really kind of babying her right now, but she's really aggravating. I do know where there's some bottle babies, so I'll be looking into that very soon. I haven't gotten an email from Solomon's breeder, so I'm waiting for that to see if I already know her name. I already know her name. I'm just not going to say it right now. I might say it in another video, but I'm not ready to talk about her. So I did do the tractor supply video, but I messed it up. It really wasn't that exciting. But I did get some alfalfa Timothy cut hay in the bag. Not only do I give that to Lily, but I also give it to the guinea pigs. So that way it has a dual purpose. They love it. So I still have it in the back of the truck. I haven't unloaded the truck yet. And then I bought her some more alfalfa cubes, which she loves, but I have to break them down for her. Yes. But also the guinea pigs like them as well. They love to chew on those. So I give them a few of those and some of the loose hay with all their other fruits and vegetables and things. So I got that today. I didn't have any rewards yet, and I was kind of upset over that because I thought I did have rewards. I did get a couple of things in clearance. These are the natural nubs bones by Nylabone. It says $1.49 on them. I don't even know where I'm at here. It says $1.49. Their clearance is an extra 50% off the clearance price. So I got them for 74 cents. Well, one was 74, one was 75. But I got those, and I need to pass those out here in a little bit because the Great Danes are really driving me crazy right now. They're wanting to get out, they're wanting to run, but it's so muddy and it's so windy, and the wind is really just hurting me. We had those 2 days of rain and sleet and then plummeting temperatures. It was below freezing this morning when I got up. So I did have ice out there, but everybody's doing good. Everybody had their heats. Everybody's heat was turned back on. I do need to get out to the guinea pig and turn some of their heat off. So I've got their greens ready to rock and roll back there. So this was a stop to do this one. What else did I find? Okay. This is Nextar. This one was on clearance for $22.99. It was like, I almost want to say that was $10 off. or $12 off or something, but it too is on clearance. Now this one is a 3-month supply, which is 3, and it's for 45 to 88 pound dogs. So I could have went ahead and got the major one, but I figured with this is a good start for my spring. I can put a little doodad on the between the shoulder blades and one at the base of the tail, so that way they have a little bit of a start. I do put DE in Solomon's straw area in his pen area. I do keep that because I know that if we can keep that little area when he's out running, he comes back to his area, it will take care of whatever he's got going on. So, and speaking of Solomon, and this is oh, shoot. I got my axe in here too. I need to take all of this in. While I was out, I saw his groomer, and I just love her. She's great. I mean, she's fun. And she's good with him. I mean, and we made sure that she knew him and he knew her, and we started that really young with him. And I saw her, and this is kind of what brought up this kind of topic today. You know, so I was talking to her, everything's going good, she's doing good. As soon as she gets her RV or the travel grooming truck fixed, I don't know what it is, but she's going to get it fixed, and then she's going to email me, and then she's going to come out and get Solomon done. So we were talking about that, and then she said something to me. She said she's going to get married next month, and I'm so excited for her because she's such a hard worker and just, a great gal. And she's getting ready to marry her love, who is a woman. And she looked at me, and she knows how I feel. She absolutely knows how I feel. You love who you love, you are who you are, and you just do the best that you can. And when she said that, she said, "We're going to get married next month if it's not illegal." I mean, could you imagine loving someone and wanting to spend the rest of your life, make your commitment, and then finding out that it's illegal to do so? I mean, and this is why I want to talk about, Christian, the Christian cruelty of MAGA, I guess is how it should be put. You know, some of the top things that they voted on was inflation, invaders, DEI, transgenders. And I could never understand why they were so worried about transgenders. I mean, it's like this huge thing. The population of transgenders is so low. Being gay is not a sexual predator. However, they will vote in as president a sexual predator who has been found liable for assault/rape, who has admitted being a sexual predator, who has had women come out of the woodwork about being one of his prey victims. And when he says, "Oh, we love women. Oh, I'll make women so much more happier, blah blah," it makes me sick. It makes me sick. Um, but when she said that, I was like, yeah. I said, I hope not. I mean, I hope, they're wanting to dedicate their lives to each other, and this administration is simply anti anything but Christianity, and yet they vote in sexual predators, assaulters, and you're okay with that. So the Christian cruelty is not only on those who just want to live their life, but to those that may be prey to these sexual assaulters you all have put in. I mean, there was a guy, what was it, Minnesota, put in legislation about Trump derangement syndrome, and then that weekend he was hauled off to jail for soliciting a 16-year-old for prostitution. There was another advisor. It was one of Trump's Christian advisors. He is now in court for molesting a 12-year-old girl. So the cruelty cult of MAGA is so hypocritical. And it's kind of like the same thing. Well, we want to take care of our veterans. We want to make sure our veterans are okay. We want to make sure that there's no homeless veterans. Well, every single thing that helped veterans has been taken away and is being taken away. Veterans are being fired. Their help is being taken away. Veterans Administration doctors, nurses, who are probably veterans themselves, are being fired. See the hypocrisy and the cruelty of what's going on. Like the invaders, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, and there was no eating of the cats or eating of the dogs. And most of the Haitians that lived there were probably from a higher level than blue collar workers in our country, but came here to fill jobs that weren't being filled as blue collar workers. And then some of them were doctors and lawyers. And that's what they were doing. They were doing blue collar work, trying to survive. But the cruelty of MAGA. Now, you can say whatever you like about Elon Musk. I really don't care. He is a parasite. He is wealthy because of your tax money. And he's becoming wealthier because of the things that he is doing with your money. There are children dying in other countries because his cruelty of shutting off food and medication to these children is killing them. I can't imagine Christians being okay with that. You sleep good at night? I don't sleep good at night because I know what's going on in my country. I don't close my eyes with blinders on and say Jesus is going to help us. No, we've got to help ourselves. Now we're talking, what's there's war talk with China? We want to take over Panama, Canada, Greenland, and probably Mexico. He's just a little scared of Sheinbaum, which I think is hilarious because she's on top of her game. Changing the names of water. You got your straws. I keep bringing that up because I just think it's hilarious that that's so important. I would think saving dolphins would be more important. I mean, I've had bad experiences with paper straws a couple of times and I really didn't care for it. But you know what? If my paper straw helps a dolphin not die, I'm okay with it. I can't take the lid off. And I think that's what I did. I think it was a Sonics when I was going west, when I was getting my work done on my back or my neck and going to surgeons and appointments and all of that, razzle and dazz. That was the first time I'd ever been to a Sonic, and the only time. And it was a paper straw. And, we did have the Inflation Act. And that's a truth. It's a fact. The deportation, we're losing Social Security pay-ins with no payouts because all of your immigrants and migrant workers pay into Social Security, but they get none of the benefits. So that's an added plus to Social Security. And that'll be gone. Be gone. They filled the needs that needed to be filled by workers. They filled a need. But it's cruel. The cruelty of Christian MAGA, taking the history away from women, minorities, out of the Pentagon and all of the military um, documents. So all that they're showing are the white men in our history, indigenous people. Well, we know that in the 80s, Trump wanted to have them tested, their blood drawn from them when they were in competition with casinos to prove how much indigenous Indian blood they had, Native American Indian blood they had. I mean, and what's crazy is Trump is not a Christian, and his Christians are just falling right in line with his cruelty. Joel Webbon, the guy that looks like he has a vagina on his face, him and Stephen Miller, those two, I would like to personally speak to them. The cruelty of this administration. And do you realize that there is no proof that everybody that they sent to El Salvador is who they won't say who they are. People are stepping up going, I think it's my brother. I think it's my uncle. They're not games. Defying the Constitution, defying the justice of what we claimed was America. And you know, France asking the Statue of Liberty back, it made me cry. I couldn't believe it because I remember when we read about what it was and what it said, and we had to learn, give us you're tired, you're wretched, you're poor, yearning to breathe free. And I know I didn't say that correctly, but I've got chickens flying around over here, and I'm kind of watching them. Okay, that's Tut, and he's after one of the girls. That's what it is. Okay, sorry. So the cruelty of Christian MAGA is disgusting. But when you decide that you want to help yourself, your family, people that are going to suffer from this administration, vote differently. Figure it out. Because do we really want to go to war for everything? Do we really want to fight for Donald Trump and put our military there to clean up Gaza for him to even become more wealthy? I just wish you all would understand that it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with us, the common folk. And when you decide, please, please fess up that you made a mistake and you're willing to work and to fight for our country and democracy, for our Constitution, to be a true patriot of our country. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I've got to go.